Hello, lovely people. Welcome into this reading. So let's have a look at what's going on with the energy today. We have beyond the ego, surrender to the flow of life. Isn't that an absolutely stunning card? Now, the image that comes to mind when I look at this card really is that of a willow tree. You know how they're kind of flowy and they just go with whatever life seems to throw at them. They're there standing in all their glory with their beautiful leaves and everything. They're just flowing. They're just loving life. That is what Spirit are asking us to do at this time. It's very important that we're not letting ego get in the way. Now, we all have an ego and it's there to protect us, but sometimes it can get in the way. So let's just allow that just to gently step aside into a more flowing energy, more going with the flow, allowing life's storms and the pressures of life just to wash over us, because really nothing really matters. We also have this beautiful card, which is celebrate life. And we really should be looking into celebrating life at this time, as well as kind of going with the flow. So just allow that wonderful green energy of those beautiful cards just to wash over you. Let Archangel Raphael's healing, loving energy that comes in on the green ray just to wash over you as you focus on these beautiful cards. Just for a while, forget all the trials and tribulations and just tap into your own energy. If it's breezy where you are, you can look out like it is here at the moment. We've got sunshine and showers today, but it's an absolutely glorious day, beautiful spring day here in the UK. And I can see a gorgeous tree outside my window and the leaves are just blowing in the breeze and they're just bending when a pigeon or whatever comes and lands on its branches. Let's try and tap into that energy, because that pigeon doesn't worry that that branch is going to break. It trusts that branch to hold its weight. And yes, it might be heavy, because I've noticed they do tend to land on like the skinny branches, but it still just bends and goes with the flow, and it's flowing in the breeze. So let's just allow life just to take us with it wherever it wants to take us. All is well. We also have this beautiful card, turn over a new page, let love lead the way for change. There we go. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So what this card is saying to me, as we can see the figure in this card, she's allowing the tears to flow, the tears of the past. Just let it all flow, because that in itself is healing. These are healing times. They might be difficult with what's going on the planet. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. But just allow it to flow is healing in itself. Let's see what else wants to come out. Yeah. Same deck. So we have two cards actually. Life's purpose, seek your own deeper vision for life. Look at that card. Isn't that absolutely stunning? And we have finding the path, you are the driver and the navigator. So we were just saying, weren't we, allow life to take us where it needs to take us, because all is well. So that's true. We are the star of our own show. We are the driver. We are the navigator. But allow life to flow through us and with us. Let it take us where it wants to take us. Because nothing is wrong. Nothing really is bad, it's for the higher good. When we look at our life, just seen that pigeon again. Pigeons are messengers, you know, so I feel that with the pigeon, he is really saying to us that just allow that branch on that tree, or in our world, life to flow. He trusts that branch not to let him down, and we must therefore trust the universe not to let us down. Let it take us where she wants to take us. Let's go to a different deck. Let's have a look at the tarot. All these cards have already been shuffled and cleansed between readings. We have the Hermit. Now, this card is really saying to me that we need to follow our own path, light the way, for it is being lit for us by the divine, by source, by that magnificent energy that is within us all. And it's that light is guiding us. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. So let's follow that light that is deep within every single person on this planet. Follow our path into truth. And just allow the trials and tribulations of life just to flow through us, flow away. We learn the lessons, then we let it go. And that's how it should be. Look at the tide. Let's try and think on life as the ebb and the flow with the ocean. And just let it go. Everything that no longer serves us, allow that to move on. The Wheel of Fortune, for when we do allow life to flow through us, therefore our fortunes turn and they change for the better. And that is because we find the path that we are meant to truly be on. And it's always for the greater good, even if it feels bad or difficult, or we're struggling, we can't handle it. It's always for the greater good, for our greater good. These two cards remind me of the same thing. They're both holding a vessel. Even though they're facing away from each other, this says to me that whichever path you take, it's never wrong, because all paths lead home. So it doesn't matter. You go whichever way is right for you, but we must allow the flow whichever way. Some roads are harder than others. I completely understand that. I haven't had a particularly easy path. And there are probably a lot of things I would have changed. However, it's all about learning and allowing life to teach me the lessons that it has. Do we want any more? Yes. 3 cards of... So we have the 9 and the 10 of swords. Okay, so what Spirit's saying to us, we need to get out of our heads a bit more. Get back to the reality of now. The power of now really is a thing, but that's all we have. If we think about the fact that yesterday no longer exists and tomorrow does not exist yet, what does that leave us with? Now. That's all we have. So yes, we're going through stresses and strains and struggles that the world is throwing at us. Sad news in the news every day. Let's try and step away from that, get out of our head and back into the reality and focus on what is important. To turn over a new page, let love lead the way. That means then we find the true power in love and in allowing change and in allowing life to flow. That is our 9 of Cups. That brings us true happiness. I'm being shown the vision of a choppy sea with a boat, small boat, and the collective consciousness on the boat. We are, even though the boat's rocking, we are still safe. We are protected by the universe, and we don't have to fear. We don't have to fear. Step out of that head of ours. Cut through the BS that's being told to us. Cut through the narrative that's being told to us. Cut through the conditioning that's being told to us and find our own true path beyond the ego. Beyond the, I need this, I need that, I've got to have this. Allow life just to flow. Bend and stretch like that branch with the pigeon sat on it. Bend and stretch and flow like that beautiful willow tree. Doesn't matter what weather comes at it, it's still there, standing strong. Let's learn from these trees and these animals. They have a lot to teach us. Sorry, I'm using a deck that is beyond gorgeous, but it's massive. So I have to juggle it kind of long ways, if that makes sense. Shuffle it, not juggle. Or maybe I am juggling. I'm juggling a lot at the moment. Let's have a look. So we need to go on a new adventure. And this really is the start of a new adventure. Look at this absolutely beautiful face here, full of wisdom. Phoenix over the third eye, Phoenix rising from the ashes. Once we find that path, we therefore rise from the ashes, rise from the turmoil, because we are allowing life to flow through us and with us. Once we do that, we can start a revolution. This is the new age, the new era, the new collective consciousness where we are bringing joy to ourselves and to others. We are raising the vibration of the planet in doing so, stepping into our true power, stepping into our true joy. These are lessons in love. That symbol over this lady's third eye looks like a keyhole to me. So we hold the key. It probably isn't, but that's the image I've been given. We hold the key. That's the back of the card. We hold the key to our own future, our own revolution, our own evolution. We are the ones that truly hold the power. for this new adventure. Step forward. There's nothing to fear. Take a chance and live your life your way. Anybody else from this deck wishes to give us a message? Don't think there is. Stick with what you know. Don't be afraid to step outside the box, though. There's nothing to fear in taking a different way of thinking, a different way of being. We have the power and we are able to do that without fear. But at this time, we're being asked to stick with what we know in our hearts. And I don't mean, when I say that, I don't mean doing the same job day after day after day after day for the next 40 years or whatever, because change has to come. But when I say stick with what we know, what I'm talking about is sticking what we know within our heart, within our soul, what we know to be right and true. We are fully competent. We've got this. This figure has an acorn on his nose, which is the sign of new life to me. We are growing, we are evolving, and it's a wonderful thing. It's nothing to fear. This is like the difficulties that we're going through on the planet at the moment are like the last final push. We've got this. We have definitely got this. Spirit have got us as well. They're not going to let us fall, for they are the branch that holds us up, like that pigeon in my tree. We need to trust more. Let life flow through us, and to us, and through us. Two cards. Gaia Gateway Activation, Learning Experiences, Wisdom Transmission, Earth Intelligence. So we are moving through this time. Let's move through it with grace and understand the lessons that it's taught us, that it is teaching us, always for the greater good. And we have Heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. That is the source of all. That is the branch that is holding up the collective consciousness. That is the boat that is protecting us from the waves on that choppy ocean that I've seen. But we must allow everything to flow. Let it wash over us. If we're watching the news or listening to something, or something upsets us, just let it wash over us. Let it flow. You know, like a dandelion clock, when they go fluffy and they blow off in the breeze. We have to be like that, just to don't let things stick to us, because that affects our vibration. So let it flow, let it wash over us. Water off a duck's back. Yeah. Solar light upgrades. I understand now that's why it's so difficult at the moment, because we are going through like an upgrade in our ascension journey. The central sun. it's an upgrade. That's why everything seems so difficult at the moment, but it's always for the greater good, always for our own one true path, which is the road home. All roads lead home. Sun ritual. We've got the sun again. I cleanse and rejuvenate my space and spirit. So there's a lot of solar energy that's coming through. Aren't those cards absolutely gorgeous? The scarab brings light and truth and cleansing. So if you can at this time, get out in the sun, cleanse your crystals. I've just heard that citrine would be a good crystal to use at this time to activate the solar plexus chakra and to bring in truth and wisdom and knowledge from ancient civilizations. They are all here to help us at this time. And I'm hearing once we get through this last final push, the sun comes out. That's it. That is the sun. That's going to come out. And it's going to be a beautiful day. Beautiful life. What we've always wished and hoped for. I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. See, we have the answers to everything within because we are the divine. They are us. We are them. We are one. And this is true for everything. As I always say, there's no separation. We are a collective and we are part of the whole. So that being the one true source of love. There is nothing else. Nothing else matters. We are part of that. And we are currently going through this evolution, this revolution, to remember who we truly are. And it's difficult because we are bombarded by negative influences on a daily basis. Okay, so more light codes coming in. What was I talking about? Ancient civilization. Energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. That's it. We have to start the new cycle. Now. It's beginning. We must not fear because Spirit is telling us to turn over a new page. We're done with this one. We're bored of this chapter now. That's it. That's enough suffering. Okay. Now is the time for light and love to lead the way and let everything flow. We have all this help from our spirit team, our families, our beloved pets, everybody, the angelic, the galactic friends, family, ancient civilizations. They are all with us, trying to help us go through this time. Final card from this deck. I can't even believe the colours when they're all different, but all the ones with the sun, the colour of the sun has come out. Sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. When we step into love and our true power, everything else slots into place and it slots into place for everybody else as well. But look at the colours of these cards. I don't even know if I can hold them all up. I might have to do them. Look at these cards. Actually, let's see if I can do this. Let's have a look, my lovelies. There you go. All the colours of these cards, absolutely stunning. So yes, sun rituals. If we can get out in the sunshine as much as possible, then it's good for us. It's good for the soul. It's absolutely good. And what will happen is, as we tap into our own power, our own source of light, that will then shine the light and light the way for others as well. But we have to do it ourselves. We have to do it ourselves. Okay, so we've got Ma Art. I treat others and myself with respect and honesty. Balance. This card is saying, look at the moon cycles. Tap into the power of the moon as well as the sun, because they are both celestial beings, part of this beautiful universe. And bring everything else back into balance. Anne Morrigan, with bravery and foresight, I shape my destiny. So this card is really saying, do not be afraid to step forward. Take a chance. Where's that other card? And find your path. Because the way forward is beautiful. It's beautiful. We've got this. Do not be afraid. Let's go for it. Let's turn Earth into utopia, because that's what everybody wants deep down. We don't want any more suffering, no more pain, no fear. We don't want that. What we want is this. We really do. This is what we want, isn't it? I know I do. I'm sure you do too. Okay, so I think that's everything that we have today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you feel so inclined, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me get the messages of love, hope and healing out to more people, more wonderful people such as yourselves. Thank you so much to my spirit fam and yours for being with us today. I really appreciate it. And if you would like me to help you in any way, all the details and my website are listed in the description box below this video. And you can see I do a lot of complementary therapies, so please take the time to have a look, and I will see you very soon. Take care.